शांति शांति। अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। शिव का कर लो ध्यान, आ रहा पावन पुण्य सवेरा। से आए अपने आप को जानो, राजयोग के द्वारा अपना परम पिता पहचानो। इसी राजपथ पर चलकर पालो अपना बसेरा। तुम हो आत्मा तन से न्यारे, परमात्मा को प्यारे। दिव्य गुणों को धारण करके योगी बनो दुलारे। ज्योति बिंदु ही तोड़ेगा ये माया मोह का घेरा। अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी, बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे, ओम ओम। ओम की इस मधुर ध्वनि से किया परिवर्तन, प्रेम शांति सिखा के बदला सभी का जीवन। आदि देव प्रजापिता श्री बोलते ध्वनियों। ब्रह्म मुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे। ओम ओम। सोहनी सूरत मोहनी मूरत ज्ञान के मोती, भव्य मुख पर चंद्रमासी चमकती ज्योति, दिव्य दर्शन दिव्य वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे। ओम ओम। विश्व में थी पाप की जब घटा छाई, तब विभूति आप जैसी धरती पे आई। एक तार में बंध के सारे बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्मा मुख से मधुर वाणी बोलते ध्वनियों, ब्रह्म से शिव बाबा पधारे। ओम
ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति। Today we will listen to the Sadguru Bapdada, sweet beautiful versions of Baba in which Baba has said that Baba has come here in this beautiful gathering, and to this Baba has called that this is the gathering of the nectar of knowledge, in which gathering of nectar of knowledge, children and father are getting ready to go back home. And the other gathering is in the supreme world, in corporeal world. That is the gathering of all souls. And in the golden age there is a gathering of divine souls. So in this gathering, we drink the nectar of knowledge, and the soul keeps on becoming pure and becomes completely pure. Then it goes to the gathering of the supreme abode. So we have to realize this today, that we are sitting in this gathering of nectar of knowledge and drinking the nectar of knowledge. So today is the 16th of March 2023. Om Shanti. Baba says, sweet children, Baba has come into a happy gathering of you children. You are now celebrating in a happy gathering with the nectar of knowledge. Your journey has now come to an end, and you have to return home. Question in today's Murli: what is the way to make remembrance easy while facing many different types of storms? Baba has given a very beautiful answer, that keep practicing. With practice, you can make anything perfect. So answer is, while earning an income for the livelihood of your bodies, try to focus your intellects on Shiv Baba for even 5 to 10 minutes. Keep practicing this throughout the day. Continue to forget your bodies. I am a bodiless soul, and have entered this body to play a part. I now have to become bodiless and return home. Each of you should talk to yourself in this way. Let your intellects keep the company of the one true Father. Protect yourself from the company of others. And it is said that the good company will take you, will proceed you with success, and the bad company will drown you. So that's why Baba says, protect yourself from the company of others, and remembrance will then become easy. Song: You have entered my heart. Om Shanti. You children heard the song, and your heart would also have understood the meaning of it. Baba is asking, you must have understood the meaning of this song in your heart. Nevertheless, the Father explains it to you because children would have understood it in their own way. Nevertheless, Father explains it to you because He has now come into this happy gathering. This gathering is of you children and also of the whole world. So one gathering is of the whole world and another gathering is of you children. God says, I come where? In which happy gathering I come? I come into the gathering of devotees because when Baba comes, at that time we were doing devotions only, we were devotees only. That's why Baba says, I come into the gathering of devotees. Therefore, all are devotees. Among them too, among all the deities, among them too, I specially come into a gathering of those devotees who have come to claim their inheritance from me, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Those who come to take or claim inheritance from Baba, in that gathering Baba comes. I am present in this gathering of souls whose intellects have remembrance of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. I am present in this gathering of souls whose intellects have remembrance of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. So have this realization that today Sadguru Baba is present here in this beautiful gathering. What has happened in the party or a gathering? At a gathering or a party, you are given food and drink. Father says, I am giving you children a party of the nectar of knowledge. Father says, I am giving you children a party of the nectar of knowledge in this gathering. Those who have come to belong to the Father understand, and there is no such greater and beautiful gathering apart from this. Because in the worldly party, there are only devilish things, dirty things they keep on doing and eating. But Baba says, I am giving you a party of nectar of knowledge. Those who have come to belong to the Father understand that Father has come into His gathering of ours. We have this much faith that Father has come in our gathering. And then He will take everyone back home number-wise. This is a gathering for your children in particular and everyone else in general. The children would be where the Father is. Father says, I am bodiless, and when you too were bodiless, you were with me. In the gathering of the Supreme Abode, in the form of a bodiless soul, He reminds you that that was 5,000 years ago. It is said long, long ago. There cannot be a journey longer than 5,000 years. This is such a long journey we are on. The children who are the people of Bharat have forgotten when God Shiva came, and yet they continue to celebrate his birthday. They say he definitely came long, long ago. However, they don't know when he came. Some say that it was hundreds of thousands of years ago, and others say something else. No one knows this accurately, that when the Father comes, only the Father can tell you this. He says, "Children, I also came to you in this gathering 5,000 years ago." Shiv Jayanti is celebrated in the world. On that day, go to people and ask them. Now Baba says, when they celebrate Shiv Jayanti, then go to people and ask them, how many years has it been? When they celebrate the birthday of Gandhi, they would immediately tell you how many years it has been. So Baba says, you also ask them this question. No one can tell you anything about Shiva, but your children know that it has been a long time since he came. Those people do not know anything. They say, what do they say? They say he is beyond birth and death, and name and form. Oh, if he is beyond name and form, whose birthday are you celebrating? Baba is teaching us the technique to open the lock of their intellect. So first ask them if you celebrate Shiva's birthday, then when he came, how many years ago he came, then they will say that he is beyond birth and death and beyond name and form. Then ask them whose birthday are you celebrating? Therefore he cannot be beyond name and form. He definitely came in Bharat, because this is why you celebrate his birthday. So how can you say that he is beyond name and form? You remember him, but when did he come? God would definitely have to come when the time of devotion has to end. While you are sitting at home, no one knows in which form God comes. So, no one knows in which form God comes. You should question them cleverly and then explain to them. So Baba is teaching us this cleverness. So you do not have to only ask them question, but you have to then explain on that point. God is incorporeal. You worship him and you say, "O Supreme Soul God." No one would call him a deity. The deities are Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. And so you also have to explain those pictures. On the picture of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar also, you have to explain them. Baba says, when you go to a Shiva temple, then ask them question. Ask them when did he come and how did he come. Everyone comes from the incorporeal world. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is called the Purifier. And so what did he do? How did he make impure ones pure? He must surely have come in a corporeal form and have explained it through the mouth. Then only he must have purified us all. He must have given us some teachings. No one would speak them just like that. He would surely have to enter a human body. Then tell them God definitely needs a mouth. He definitely would be giving a teaching. Definitely he would enter a human body. God comes. Why? God comes to create a new creation. Therefore, he would surely have entered someone's body. It is remembered that the human world was created through the mouth of Brahma. So, in this beautiful manner, Baba is teaching us. So, it is remembered that the human world was created through the mouth of Brahma. It is not written the Brahmin world. If human beings are created through the lotus lips of Brahma, then surely the children of Brahma are Brahmins. Prajapita Brahma would definitely have created Brahmins. If he were only to create males, how would there be growth? If there were only females, how would there be growth? This is why there are both Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. This is why there are both Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. How else would there then be the Brahmin community? Supreme Father, Supreme Soul is definitely the creator, and the human world is created through Brahma. So he must surely have to enter the body of Brahma. Only those who understand these things very clearly and imbibe them will be able to explain them to others. So first, we have to understand these things and have to imbibe these points in our intellects. Then only we will be able to explain it to others. It is to those who are full Raja Yogis and who remember the Father and the kingdom that Father says, that Baba says, children, become spinners of the discus of self-realization. Full Raj Yogi is who? He is the one who is the spinner of discus of self-realization. Not everyone remembers him completely. They come to Baba and say that knowledge is easy. They have also understood the cycle. They have understood the significance of 84 births too. You definitely have to take 84 births. So those who are the number one souls will take 84 births. Those are Those souls who arrive at the beginning of this golden age, those soul only will take 84 births. All of this is fine, however, it's very difficult to stay in remembrance. So it's not difficult to understand the knowledge, but the main thing is to stay in remembrance. And this is very difficult. Many types of storm come in Maya. Many types of storm come in yoga. How can you overcome them? Now Baba is telling us the solution to that. What is the way to do that? At what time would you be able to remember him very well? At what time? So everyone knows that it is the time of Amrit Vela, nectar time. That is very good. Baba has explained, remember me while walking and moving around. So Baba is saying as if he is in front of us today. We are feeling like that. So remember me while walking and moving around. You are now sitting here and I am asking you, are you remembering your wife? You are sitting here and in a second your intellect will go there. So as soon as your wife was mentioned to you, your intellect immediately went there. That was the work of the intellect. Baba is teaching us this way and how to make the remembrance easy. So that is the work of intellect, right? So in the same way, you may be doing anything you want for the livelihood of your bodies, but try to connect your intellects to Shiv Baba. The way you remember the bodily being while doing any work, similarly, while doing anything, continue to remember Shiv Baba. Remember him for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Yes, Maya will definitely create obstacles. Baba knows this as well, that Maya will also create obstacles. Storms too will come very powerfully to shake you. But still, you have to continue to make your effort. Baba says, do not get afraid of the storms of Maya. Continue to make your effort. To forget your body and to stay in remembrance of Father are the same thing, because if we forget our body, we will easily remember the Father, and if we remember the Father, then we will definitely forget our body. So, you have to consider yourself to be a bodiless soul. To make the remembrance easy, the first thing is consider yourself to be bodiless souls. I was originally bodiless. I took this body to play my part, and I now become bodiless and will then return home. Just keep the Father and his home in your intellects. Father's home is the place where you now have to go. Then you also have it in your intellects that the Father's property is the golden age. So, together with having remembrance of the one Father, you also have to remember the golden age. Your intellects go everywhere else on the path of knowledge as well as on the path of devotion. When a Kumari becomes engaged, they both remember one another. If a person sits down to worship someone, Maya creates obstacles. These intellects go to their business, etc. Maya is your enemy. When devotees sit down to remember the deities, then too their intellects go in other directions. Maya doesn't allow their intellects to focus. Baba also knows this, that children have to make effort, because Maya doesn't allow children's intellect to focus. When you go to your office, your intellects are occupied with that work. When you have passed your examinations, then you have to do that work. Your intellects become occupied with that. Maya causes problem for you in focusing your intellects on subtle things. So it is difficult because it is subtle things. Maya causes problem in focusing intellects on subtle things. Maya causes problem because it is subtle. It doesn't have physical form. That's why Maya causes problems. Devotees too have visions with great difficulty. They do such intense devotion, then only they have great visions. When they do very intense devotion, the Father is pleased in the path of devotion. When devotees do very intense devotion, Father is pleased. There is no question of devotion now. You have knowledge now. In fact, you should do devotion of just the one and not of many. If your devotion is unadulterated, it is possible for you to have visions. Nowadays, it has become adulterated. They continue to remember everyone. Therefore, Baba doesn't grant them visions. How will he grant them visions? Now they remember this one, the another time they remember that one. So how Baba will grant them visions? If they had full faith in one, then Baba would grant visions. But nowadays, the intellect of devotees is not stable. They keep on remembering many. So, Father explains, remember me alone. You don't have to say anything with your mouth. When you remember your wife, do you have to say anything with your mouth? So, such a practical thing Baba is explaining. So, when you remember your wife, do you have to say anything with your mouth? You just have that thought and your intellect runs there. This unlimited Father is the one who gives you constant happiness. So, you have now become engaged to the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Therefore, make effort to remember Him. Make effort to remember Baba. Maya will bring storms. The whole world will become your enemy. Baba has already cautioned us. When you engage with the Father, Maya will bring storms and the whole world will become your enemy. But in spite of that, no matter what happens, in spite of that, you must not forget the Father. To the extent that you remember the Father, so your sins will accordingly be absolved. There are many human beings who don't even remember God at any time in the whole day. They keep very bad company. So, Baba told earlier, to make your remembrance easy, take care of your company. So Baba says, there are who do not even remember God at any time in the whole day. They keep very bad company. This is why it is remembered, good company takes you across, and bad company drowns you. Only the company of truth, the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, will make you pure from impure. The whole world is now impure, and they need the company of the purifier. Therefore, he surely has to come here in a corporeal form. Only the one is the truth. You are sitting in the gathering of the truth. You know that you are souls, and that you now have the company of the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. Father says, only by having remembrance of me, your sins will be absolved. If you had good company, then you would listen to the Murli. Your intellect's yoga has to be connected to the Father. When your intellect's yoga is connected to the Father, He will take you across. That is, He will make you pure. No one can go to Him without becoming pure. Father Himself teaches you how to have yoga with Him. In order to teach you, He personally comes here Himself. Intellect's yoga has to be broken away from everyone else and connected to the One. Only then your sins will be absolved, and there is no other way. The pure world is heaven, and there is limitless happiness there. It isn't that there is sorrow or the devil there. There is no name or trace of sorrow, and that is for 21 births. So this much abundant happiness we have there. Father comes here to teach you. God speaks, I am teaching you easy Raja Yoga to make you into the kings of kings. People have an image of Sri Krishna in their intellects. When we say Raj Yoga, when we say the knowledge of the Gita, then the intellect of the people create the image of Sri Krishna. But you have it in your intellect that it is, who is the one who is teaching us? Shiv Baba, the ocean of knowledge. He is teaching you, He is giving you the knowledge. This means that you become spinners of the discus of self-realization and knowers of the three aspects of time. Trikaldarshi means to know all three aspects of time. It means to know the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world and the three worlds. You know the incorporeal world, the subtle region, and the corporeal world. You know them number-wise. 2. You know the incorporeal world, subtle region, and the corporeal world. And you know them number-wise too, according to the efforts you make. However, there is no difficulty in this. You have to earn your livelihood. It isn't said that Kumaris also have to beat their heads to earn their livelihoods. A Kumari has to go and live with their husband. The Kumari has to go and live with her husband. The husband has to earn their livelihoods. Kumaris also have to stand on their own feet. This is why nowadays Kumaris want to stand on their own feet. There is the story of a Kumari who told her father that she was living off her own fortune. So there is a story of three princes. A king was there. So when all were having their meal with the king, so king asked, "Of whom you are eating?" The one princess said that I'm eating of the king. The middle one said that I am eating with of my own fortune. So but father said that the king said, "Go to the jungle and eat there of your fortune, and I will see how you eat there." And while in the jungle she was roaming, a prince was there. A prince saw her. She took her to in his palace and made her the queen. And she now started living in the palace, and she started eating his fortune. And one day he invited his father, that king, and showed him how I am eating my own fortune. That's why Baba is saying Kumari, there is the story of a Kumari who told her father that she was living off her own fortune. So you Kumaris also are making your own efforts. To the extent that you study and follow Srimad, so you will rule a kingdom for 21 births. We will eat our own fortune. That's why it is said in the world that the parents can give us birth, but the fortune of everyone is because of their own karma. No one can give you your fortune. That's why Baba says, to the extent that you study and follow Srimad, you will rule a kingdom. So 24 births. For 24 births. How many Kumaris are sitting here? Please raise your hand. So what Baba is saying, that it is the task of Kumaris to study and to go to their in-laws' home. So Baba is saying to Kumaris that take this study, follow the Srimad, and go to, after doing the godly service, go to the golden age, your in-laws' home. You two are sent to heaven, the land of Vishnu. That is your in-laws' home. You will claim a high status according to how much you study. Those people just tell a story. It really refers to the present time. Father himself sits here and tells you the meaning of it. All of you are Kumaris. Half Kumaris are also making their lives worthwhile. Mothers are known as half Kumaris. So Baba says Kumaris and half Kumaris both are making their lives worthwhile. Father teaches you such actions that you will never have to become unhappy or widows. Father teaches you such actions that you will never have to become unhappy or widows. However, only a few rare ones make their fortune elevated. To make such a great effort, only a fortunate one can make such an effort. And some, while making this fortune, what do? Some are making their fortune and then, from being amazed, they run away and leave the father. They even divorce him because they leave the hand of the fathers, they leave the hand of the parents, and we also belong to beloved of our beloved father. So we also run away from our father and leave the father, and also we give divorce to him, because as well as being father, Shiv Baba is also the husband of all husbands. Some children leave such a father. So Baba is very amazed with this. Such a father who has been found 5,000 years. After 5,000 years we have found such a father, and we leave such a father. So this is such a amazed. They cross out their fortune. Our bride would become worth a share by divorcing him. It is remembered that those who were amazed then divorced him. They ran away from him, the father, from whom they were to receive the fortune of the kingdom for 21 births. Some come and belong to the father. Some then become great fools who leave him. Those who run away from the father and give divorce to father, then Baba is saying them the great fools. So some then become great fools who leave the father and also divorce him. All of this is known from their behavior. They continue to indulge in vice, then come and sit here secretly and then write to Baba, Baba, I made a mistake, so please forgive me. However, you have accumulated 100-fold punishment, and so how can that be cancelled? By telling the truth, half may be forgiven. So, after telling the truth, if you promise that we will not get indulged in vice again, then Baba says half may be forgiven. And Baba therefore says, never indulge in vice secretly. Don't come into familiarity either. Anger is also a big evil spirit. Baba is not talking about only one vice. Baba is saying anger is also a big evil spirit. It causes sorrow for many. Once you have given the donation of the 5 vices to the father, if you take them back, then your status is destroyed. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children's good morning, love, remembrance and Namaste to our spiritual mother and father, Bab Dada. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Essence for Dharana. First point. In order to make your fortune elevated, make effort to have your sins absolved. Pay full attention to this study. Second point, protect yourself from bad company. Protect yourself from bad company. Make yourself pure by keeping the company of the purifier Father. Blessing. May you become a conqueror of Maya and an embodiment of success by spinning the discus of self-realization, and make every act of yours a divine activity. May you become a conqueror of Maya and an embodiment of success by spinning the discus of self-realization and make every act of yours a divine activity. Just as every one of the Father's acts, just as Father's each act is remembered as a divine activity, in the same way, let every act of yours be in the form of a divine activity, means the one which inspire others. Those who have become spinners of the discus of self-realization like the Father, they can never perform ordinary actions. The sign of a spinner of the discus of self-realization is that of being an embodiment of success. Whatever act such a soul performs will have success merged in it. Whatever act such a soul performs will have success merged in it. Because a spinner of the discus of self-realization is a conqueror of Maya, he will be an embodiment of success. And those who are embodiments of success become multi-millionaires at every step. Slogan: create powerful thoughts of happiness. Create powerful thoughts of happiness, and you will be constantly happy in your body and mind. Create powerful thoughts of happiness, and you will be constantly happy in your body and mind. Today's Avyak signal point number 16. To have or to save every treasures, to save all the treasures, become tolerant. The great souls who tolerate, they always remain stabilized in the essence of knowledge. They make all the extension of obstacles and situations and problems, they make into essence. Like when you travel a long distance, your lots of energy is used, such as the vistar or the things of extension of obstacles and situations. So do not travel, do not go into the extension of situation and problems. Everyone wants the shortcut. So stabilize yourself in the essence of knowledge. So this is the shortcut to travel the distance. So both type of souls, they travel their distance, but those who take this shortcut of becoming an essence of knowledge, they do not lose or waste their energy and power, and they do not get disheartened. They remain in that zeal and enthusiasm, and with so much happiness they travel through that path. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. All the programs today will be in the Diamond Hall from 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. collective meditation session. From 11 to 12 p.m. Urmila, sister of Gyanamrit Press, she will have her class on the topic of giving virtues and receiving virtues. From 12 to 12:30 p.m. there will be collective meditation session. In the evening 5 to 6 p.m. collective meditation. From 6 to 7 p.m. Ramnath Bhai of Madhuban will take your class on the topic of Madhuban, the great pilgrim place. From 7 to 8 collective meditation session. Today is the Sadguruvar. In a few moments we will offer bhog to our beloved Father, Bab Dada. In front of Toll Department and behind the Prabhupasan building, a car has been passed there. It's a humble request. Please do not park any car there in a place where there is no parking board is there. So please cooperate in this. GJ27 2B9985. This car is being parked there. So whatever trucks arrive there, they unload it there. So do not park your vehicles there. In ever healthy hospital, we need brothers who can drive, do the service of driving, and who are ready to give service. Please contact Ever Healthy Hospital. All the brothers and sisters who have arrived here yesterday of Raipur Seva Center, please reach in front of conference hall at 9:30 a.m. Our respected Mohini Didi has arrived in front of us. Now we will offer bhog to our beloved Father. Today especially we are offering bhog also in the name of Dadi Nirmal Shantaji. After bhog we will listen to the bhog message. So please be seated quietly.
बन जा बाबा के सच्ची लगन से, बन जा बाबा के। तू गले को हार, उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार, हो नीले अंबर के उस पार। पंछी रे ओ बाबा तुम मात पिता हो, तुम ही हो जग के तारनहार। ओ बाबा तुम मात पिता हो, तुम ही हो जग के तारनहार। दुख हरता तुम सुख करता हो, गुणों के भंडार। हम सब बच्चे गाते हैं तेरी, हम सब बच्चे गाते हैं तेरी महिमा अपरंपार। उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार, नीले अंबर के उस पार। पंछी रे उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में, नीले अंबर के उस पार, नीले अंबर के उस पार, हो नीले अंबर के उस पार।
तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी। बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। जो पल बीते तेरी यादों में, जो पल बीते तेरी यादों में, वो पल अविनाशी होते हैं, वो पल अविनाशी होते हैं। हर पल को सफल बना देंगे, हर पल को सफल बना देंगे, तेरी याद कभी ना छोड़ेंगे, तेरी याद कभी ना छोड़ेंगे, तेरी याद संग संग बाबा इस दुनिया के सुख पाने क्या, इस दुनिया के सुख पाने क्या, लहराते रहे तेरी यादों में, लहराते रहे तेरी यादों में, उन यादों में खो जाएंगे, उन यादों में खो जाएंगे। तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद में जीते हैं बाबा, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं। रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, रहे याद सदा ही साथ तेरी, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, बस और न हम कुछ चाहेंगे, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं, तेरी याद का अमृत पीते हैं।
बाबा तेरे हम रहे यही जिंदगी का सार है, बाबा तेरे हम रहे यही जिंदगी का सार है। इस भरे संसार में तेरा प्यार ही आधार है, इस भरे संसार में तेरा प्यार ही आधार है, बाबा तेरे हम रहे। प्राणों में बस तू है बाबा और न दूजा कोई, प्राणों में बस तू है बाबा और न दूजा कोई। स्वर जो तुमने दे दिया है कानों में गूंजा वही, स्वर जो तुमने दे दिया है कानों में गूंजा वही, कानों में गूंजा वही। बाबा तू ही एक जिस पर बच्चों का अधिकार है, बाबा तू ही एक जिस पर बच्चों का अधिकार है, बाबा तेरे हम रहे। हमने ढूंढा आप जैसा बाबा कोई ना मिला, हमने ढूंढा आप जैसा बाबा कोई ना मिला, जिसको अपना कह सके ऐसा ही तेशी ना मिला, जिसको अपना कह सके ऐसा ही तेशी ना मिला, हमको बाबा न मिला। तुझ में अपनी बस्ती देखी तू ही बस संसार है, तुझ में अपनी बस्ती देखी तू ही बस संसार है, बाबा तेरे हम रहे।
Now we will listen to the book message of our beloved Bab Dada. So those who are getting up and leaving the hall, please be seated. And after leaving the listening to the message, we will leave the hall. I went to the settled region with all of you's love and remembrance. And I became the instrument of offering bhog today and reached settled region. So Bab Dada, Bab Dada always welcomes, calls us all children to the settled region, and also he welcomes us with lots of love. So Baba was looking towards me with lots of love filled eye, and Baba was looking at every children. Baba was giving drishti to all this beautiful gathering, and also personally to every child. Baba today said that every single child is like a flower. So Baba was giving his drishti to every flower-like child personally. And all the children also there were taking drishti, meeting with Father with our drishti with lots of love. For such few moments, we and children were meeting, and after that Baba asked few things. Baba, I said, Baba, in your gathering, there is always gathering of your children. So today, this time also, to have the Baba Milan all over India, children have arrived here. So today especially we are offering bhog about Nirmal Shanta Dadi and also Chandramani Dadi. Baba called both the souls there in the settled region, and their form in the settled region was as if all around their face the petals of the lotus flower was like that. Face was sparkling very beautifully, and around their face the petals of lotus were there. So Nirmal Shanta Dadi and Chandramani Dadi, to them Baba said that bhog has come for you. They said that yeah, okay, then call all of our friends. So Baba, so whenever we offer Brahma Bhojan to our ancestors, we definitely invoke them there as well. So all of them were meeting there like a friend. So they were very happy seeing each other, and they were meeting each other with lots of happiness. So while seeing them, I also felt very good because we have received sustenance through the Dadis. And so after a long time when we see Dadis there, I feel a lot of zeal and enthusiasm. There was the vibration of that. So they were meeting like to each other like that for a few moments. Then after that Baba offered bhog to Dadi, and also he also received the bhog. Then Baba said, see, these two, Nirmal Shanta Dadi, will also give you some gift For a few seconds she kept smiling and said, I have lots of gifts, and the biggest gift I have is of happiness. So Dadi is so happy and she is giving the gift of happiness to everyone. Chandramani Dadi gave the gift of fearlessness. So both Dadis gave us gift, and thereafter Baba said, see, in the world there is only sorrows and pain. There is no happiness there. So your children also have to remain so happy. Your face should be sparkling from happiness, filled with happiness. It is not about laughing, but it must be contented and happy, cheerful, that whoever sees your face, they also feel the vibration of happy within. The service you are doing through your words and actions and mind and thoughts, and keep on doing that, keep on making plans, but distribute this gift of happiness to everyone. So when Baba was talking about happiness, so everyone's face were vibrating high with happy. So everyone are happy, right? All are happy, right? So Baba said this way, that you must have your face cheerful, within you must have contentment, and never in any matter get afraid, and do not become fearful in anything. Day by day in your life and in the other worlds, new things will definitely come in everyone's life, but you do not have to get afraid in any circumstances. Baba is with you, and when you have your companion with yourself and have that power of faith within you and the power of success within you, Baba said, remain fearless, and you will be able to do so much service that you will get amazed by saying that. So in this way Baba says, each one of you should have this embodiment of happiness. And for a moment at that time, everyone's face were very cheerful and fearless. They were looking very beautiful. So Baba said that today Baba is giving these two gifts, but also the blessings, to be always happy and be always fearless. And then Baba said it's very good that all children have arrived, and Baba to everyone want to see everyone fulfilled or complete. And by saying that, Baba gave lots of love and remembrance to everyone and gave drishti to everyone. And then I returned back home here from the settled region. Om Shanti.